Hi, GEPF members. I'm here with Lorraine, and Lorraine has come full circle on her journey after having found out about the masterclass and then made it all the way through to her resignation. So, Lorraine, take us back a bit. I know we've come all the way on your journey, but what was it like for
Mhm.
you in the very, very beginning when you had started this journey trying to figure out whether you should retire or resign?
Okay, Devan, I must say that I had set my heart on taking retirement. And I was quite settled about it. And then I happened upon one of your YouTube videos, and I was quite taken aback at information that you had imparted that I had no knowledge of. Um, and so I decided to watch a few more of your YouTube videos. And then there was one that had a link to a masterclass. And that's when I decided to watch my first masterclass. Because I do tuitions on a Saturday, I had to wait for a day, a Saturday that was available to me. And I must tell you that I was quite astounded at the information and that was imparted and the knowledge that you had, especially about the GEPF. And there were so many things that I didn't understand how it worked. I mean, I had attended meetings where the GPF did explain. I mean, GPF members were there where they explained to us that this is what would happen at retirement, this is what would happen at resignation. But then I realized that some of the information that they gave concerning resignation um, did not correlate with the information that you imparted to us, and I wanted to know more. And that is when I decided to book a one-on-one consult with you.
Mm. And what was that experience like when you were booking the one-on-one? What were you looking for?
So I had so many questions after the masterclass, but I must tell you, at the masterclass, I already had changed my mind about whether to resign or retire. So I changed my mind and I decided that I would prefer resignation because of the manner in which you conducted that master class. You made the journey towards resignation seem so good, especially because it could be a tailor-made
Mm.
decision based on information about me, um, things that were my concerns, things that were based on like fears that I may have had. But so I wanted to know more. And when I had the one-on-one, it was the most amazing experience because you were able to answer so many questions that popped up in my mind, after the masterclass. And I was convinced after my one-on-one that resignation was the route, the best route for me. And the things that I had in mind, the legacy that I wanted to leave behind for my children, for my family, who mean the world to me, it was actually going to be possible. Medically, it was another major concern for me. But then I realized that it was possible to resign and still have a medical aid that would that would cover all my needs. So yes, the the one-on-one consultation was absolutely an eye-opener for me. It was an amazing um, meeting and consultation. I must say, you were very professional. It was so easy to converse with you. Um, I was very impressed with your knowledge. For a young man, you are highly knowledgeable, but you're also very sincere. And your sincerity came through to me, And I realized then that here I'm dealing with a person of integrity. Yes, I have had other financial planners that I did get advice from, but um, the kind of advice that you gave was very detailed. You are patient, and very much like how a teacher would guide, a student. You offered that kind of guidance, which I thoroughly liked. So I liked that approach that you use. And any question that I had, you were able to answer it, to my satisfaction. And I felt very comfortable, having you as my financial planner. And I decided there and then that you would be my choice of financial planner.
No, I really appreciate those warm words, Lorraine. And so fast forward to where we are now. We covered so many different
Okay.
elements. One
Yes.
aspect in particular, which was the challenge, was tax. So talk us through it. What were your fears before we met on tax, and what's been your experience now?
Okay, so one of the fears that I had with the resignation was the very high tax that I would have to pay. Because, I mean, when I looked at the tiered taxation, I realized that I would be paying several thousands. And that, didn't sit well with me. But when I realized, that you had the kind of knowledge that you gave um, would actually avoid so much of that kind of payment, of taxes. Um, that was the eye opener for me, really. And I wondered how this could be done. So over the months with the further consultations that we had, you were able to, outlay to me that this is exactly how it can be done, and it's absolutely legal. And that was really a fantastic moment for me to come to that realization that I could actually avoid paying tax altogether.
So when we had
Zero
started
tax.
this journey, we calculated tax at one stage, 1,383,000. What was
Yes,
the
yes.
outcome for you tax-wise? What did you actually end up paying?
I ended up paying zero tax.
Mhm.
And that's a feeling I cannot describe. I cannot
Mm.
describe.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And when we were discussing this pre-98 in the beginning, I mean, what was running through your mind when I was telling you, Lorraine, you could actually get this tax to zero?
I didn't even know about the pre-98 tax and how wonderfully it could be leveraged so that I would not be paying tax at all. So I really want to thank you for that because I hadn't heard about that prior to you imparting that knowledge to me.
No, it's brilliant. Lorraine, yeah, you've done amazing. I also want to congratulate you because you followed the guidance that I've shared throughout the sessions. You did your end of uh, the homework, and the results have been phenomenal. Yeah. So what are your plans? How does this extra money that you've saved on tax, how does it impact you and your family?
Um, Well, it has helped me now to realize a long-held dream that I had, to start my own business, to start my own private school. And that is giving me the greatest joy because I was able to do that. Finally, I was able to realize that dream. And of course, there are other things that we are planning to do as a family. There's renovations, to be done on our property, and I will be able to do that. And there's holidays to go to. Yes, so there's so many exciting things to look forward to.
Wow.
Um, I'm just praying that God will grant me the grace, the time, good health to be able to achieve all of that.
Yeah. Amazing. Really amazing, Lorraine. I want to appreciate you for your time and for sharing with members out there. Before we round up, if there's one thing that you could impart to members who are stuck deciding to retire or resign, what's the one piece of advice you would share with them to help them on their journey?
I would say that if they are still experiencing fears concerning resignation, concerning medical aid, um, concerning leaving a legacy behind, um, that they need not fear if they have a good financial planner. And I would actually recommend you, Devan Naika, as one that they could truly trust. You have a high level of integrity, and I have had no reason to doubt any advice that you've given me. Every piece of advice that you've given me that I was able to carry out, it panned out exactly as you said it would. And I am very grateful for that. So members who have fears concerning what they could lose and what they could stand to lose in the future may lose absolutely nothing if they have the right advice from the right financial planner. And also your team, together with you, you have been absolutely professional. You have been highly efficient. You have kept me updated all the way. And I must applaud your team and you, Devin. You have done an excellent job of paving the way for me to invest wisely, to have a team that I can trust, to have a team that I can rely on and depend on. And so I'm very happy with the choice that I've made.
Excellent. Lorraine, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the warm words, and thank you for sharing this with all the members.
Thank you, Devin, for giving me the opportunity to do so. Bless you.
Thanks, Lorraine.